Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I want to talk about something real quick. I'm going to explain something to you guys. I have a CDL, Class A CDL, and here's the dilemma. Here's the dilemma, guys. I hold a Class A CDL. Okay, fine. I can go rent a truck. That's fine. Put insurance down. I can rent a truck. Anything that has to have a CDL endorsement to drive, I can go rent it, drive it, use it, take it back, pay the fee. RV. It could be a big rig rental. But here's the thing: if I want to go back to work as an over the road trucker, see, I haven't driven out over the road, constantly, over the road since 2007. But I still hold a Class A. Don't you know they want me to go through an entire truck driving school all over again, even though I hold a Class A. Yep. So what good is keeping a question? What good is keeping a Class A endorsement if you try to go back to being a driver for a company? They're not going to take you because they say, well, you too high of a risk. For insurance reasons, they want you to go all the way back through the training courses like you don't have a license, to go through all of the training courses to drive, even if you can drive the truck better than the instructor. I can back the truck. I can alley dock the truck. All of that. Nope. Because I haven't been with a company on a consistency driving. They want me to go all the way back through the school for a Class A license that I already have to make that money. They said, well, it's for insurance reasons. Bullshit. And the reason why I say that's bullshit, because if I can go out here, if I can go get in a truck and do anything they ask me as far as maneuver with that truck, okay? But not being with a company. But I can maneuver that truck, straight line back that truck, alley dock that truck, all of that. Blindside that truck, everything. Better than or as good as a driver who's over the road, truck driver. They're not going to take me. They're not going to take me. You got to go all the way through the school to pay all that money to be what they call retrained, when actually you could probably train them because you don't have documentation as being a company driver. They want to put you through all of that like you don't even have a CDL. So my question is, if you haven't been in a truck for a trucking company, driving a truck for a trucking company, but you hold a CDL so that you can drive Class A vehicles, what good is keeping it? You understand what I'm trying to ask? What's the point of even keeping that endorsement? if you want to go back, if you want to go back to driving for a company and they not going to take you, you got to go with a company that's going to put you in a school, put you through all the stuff that you already know, that they assume that you don't know, instead of testing you, they're saying, hey, he's driving the truck better than the guy that's out here. Nope. Nope. They not going to do it. They not going to do it. And the reason why I'm making this video, because I'm making this video for people who have a Class A. If you don't plan on ever going back with a company, but you holding a Class A, to be holding a Class A as a accomplishment, but you never plan on driving a Class A vehicle, you might as well drop it, because now it's basically worthless. It's basically worthless. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I have a Class A, but I got out of trucking because I really didn't like it, because some stuff that was going on with these trucking companies, and I'm not going to get into all that. Do your research, guys. Do your diligent research about how trucking companies, the pros and cons. Do your research, and you'll start to get the picture. But do your research. But a lot of trucking companies, some of them, I'm not going to name names, and I'm gonna put it on record. A lot of them will screw you over. They lie to you. All that. All that. What you see online, most of it, believe the hype. They will lie to you. They will screw you over. Favoritism. Yeah, I said it. Favoritism. Dispatchers that are pure dicks. You know, they got their favorite drop. All of that. Trust me. I witnessed it, guys. I witnessed it. Real quick. I'm gonna give you one example. I had a load, right? I had a load for Scranton, Pennsylvania. It was good money. It was good money. And I'm gonna put them on record. I was working for JB Hunt, a Rite Aid account, right? I had Scranton. It was a good load. It was a one stop. It was a one stop. It was a long ways. It was a one stop. You unload at the Rite Aids, pick up the empty totes, come back. Okay. I come in. I had moved up. I had gotten a different dispatcher where you would be making more money because of the runs. The runs were longer. So they move you up to a different dispatcher. Once you've been there a while, you get another dispatcher. They give you longer runs. I had a Scranton, Rite Aid, one drop. One drop. You unload, pick up the totes and come back. But it was a long ways. I'll get there. I'll go up to the booth, to the dispatcher to get my papers. I done been switched. I don't know. I have no idea. I've been switched. See, I'm screwed right there. I ain't had no sleep because I'm figuring, okay, I get my rest according to what I got to do. You know, you plan. They done switch me. They didn't even tell me they switched me. Perryman, Maryland. The Rite Aid Corporation. The warehouse. JB Hunt done switched me with a load that some guy that don't want to run, don't want to do it. He refusing to do it. Okay? Baltimore City. Because it ain't no money. I done got switched. See? Right there, they're wrong. Why would you switch me? He don't want to do it. What if he don't want to do it? If he got Baltimore City, that's fine. If he refused to do it, then he go home. Why are you taking my money? Why are you taking my money for Scranton? This is what they do. Oh, well, you've been switched. You got Baltimore, Baltimore, Baltimore. And I'm looking at her like, what the? And I'm like, oh, okay. Mm-hmm. I see what's going on. I see what's going on. I'm going to give y'all one more. I'm going to give y'all one more. Okay. I got Baltimore, right? Baltimore. Downtown Baltimore. No problem. No problem. Okay. I'm just glad because I'm making money. I got Baltimore. I get there. Loeb and switch. Oh, you got Brooklyn, New York. And I'm looking at her like, huh? Oh, you got Brooklyn. Because he didn't want to do it. He didn't want to do it. He didn't want to do it. I got Brooklyn. And I'm like, okay. I went on and took it. Give y'all another example. Look, I cleaned up a truck, right? I cleaned up a truck because the truck was filthy. Day cab. I cleaned up a truck. I get there the next night. Get my run, right? I'm going to get my run. They done took the truck I cleaned up, gave it to somebody else, gave me a filthy truck. This is what they were doing. This is what they do. Not only that, the truck got damaged. The truck ain't got no fuel in it. The truck got this much. I'm gonna put my hand. The truck got that much fuel in it. Now I got to fuel the truck. Now I'm late. So they was, screw the driver, screw him, screw you because he don't want to do it. Favoritism. Give y'all another one. I'm sitting there waiting for a load. I was supposed to have a load for New York, Brooklyn. I ain't have a problem with that because I learned how to get into Brooklyn. I learned how to get in there. I had a load for Brooklyn, right? I come in. Oh, you on standby. Huh? You on standby. I'm waiting for a load. How am I waiting for a load when I was supposed to be going for Brooklyn? Oh, somebody done took my load? How somebody gonna take my load? And I was here on time. They gave my load away anyway. They gave it away. See? Oh, we need a favor. Then they said, we need a favor. We need you to go to Chesapeake House and pick up a tractor and trailer to go to New York. It's another Brooklyn load, but the driver is refusing to take the load because the trailer lights are not working. But wait a minute. He drove out of the yard. He didn't do a pre-trip inspection. He knew the trailer lights, brake lights weren't working, but he got to the Chesapeake House up in northern Baltimore County. Before you get to the Delaware line, he got there and decided, oh, he ain't going to run the load because the trailer lights ain't working. So I went up there, and I'm going to put it to y'all like this, being nice. I went up there. I took the load, took his paperwork. You know how I got there? I put the four-ways on because they're going to pass you anyway. The truck don't do no more than 63 miles an hour. So I took the load, put the four-ways on, went up to Brooklyn with the four-ways on because people going to pass you. So it really was no hazard because I got trucks and cars passing me. I only can do 63. Got there to Brooklyn, got the load, got to unload it, and I made a good check by that. But he got there. He decided, the driver got away with that. He decided to go to Chesapeake House and then refuse the load. Well, wait a minute. You left the yard like that with the trailer wasn't working, man. This is the stuff that I went through. So, long story short, guys, this is what I went through. Bad experience with the truck driving career. I said, fuck this shit. I went back to school, got some training to do maintenance work, to do HVAC. I changed careers. Mechanic stuff that I do, I changed career. I said, fuck this trucking shit. Because, you know what? I make just as much money. And and I don't have to sit behind no fucking steering wheel being frustrated and with high blood pressure and a fucked up diet. This is one of the reasons, many of the reasons why trucking jobs are like what they said, 135% rollover. You're going to always have shortage of truckers, because it's not because they can't handle it. A lot of good people have been fucked over because you had managers that didn't have the balls to stand up to some no good motherfucker that want to screw everybody over. Peace. I'm out. God bless y'all. Be safe.